Wait.
Here.
Oh, we're gonna start. Okay. Oh my god! Don't drop it.
I didn't write you a card.
I didn't write you a card either.
Okay.
This is just I just saw this while I was shopping for my
This?
nephew.
What if we got each other the same
Oh my god!
thing?
Can you imagine? No, the boxes are different sizes, so it's not possible.
I shoved that motherfucker in there.
That's the box it came in.
Shit. Okay. Okay. Should we go together?
Sure.
Ready? Actually, no. You go first.
Okay.
There's nothing.
I know. I'm just teasing. That's why I looked at it.
Feel the box.
Do I undo the bow?
No. Just
You
open
just.
it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I felt it. It's soft.
I love
It's
it.
not fuzzy.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, you need.
Oh my god, it's so soft. What is it? I want to know. Oh my god. Is it a shark hoodie blanket thing? Is it onesie?
Do you love it?
That's amazing.
Do you love
oh my god, that's so funny. It has a shark face.
Do you love it?
Look at that. I could be, what was it, the left shark on the Katy Perry thing that couldn't dance right?
Yeah, somebody.
That's going to be me.
I
That's
figured
amazing.
when you
It's
have,
so soft.
yeah.
Wait, is there like a zipper or do I just have to like crawl in this motherfucker?
I think you just kind of like,
I think you just have to crawl into it.
yeah, you just put it on.
That's going to be great. I'm going to wear that later. I'm going to wear that tonight. I'm watching
I
a movie.
saw it and I'm like, Hannah.
That's amazing.
Okay.
I give out
let's
shark.
see.
I'm giving shark.
You got me a baby.
Yeah. From Amazon.
Oh!
Remember?
Shut up. I almost got this for you. Oh, I love it. How do I open it?
I slipped it. Yeah, I was going to say I cut the tape so it would be easy to open.
Make sure your phone's on and so it doesn't like shut off. Do you know how to do that?
No, I don't.
Go to your settings. Oh my god! Stop. I can't open it. There's no scissors.
Dang. All right, I got some scissors.
There's babies in these. Is this your phone? Okay. Okay, so I set it to that so it'll never lock.
Yeah, so they had the one, like the regular one, and then they had the one with the babies. And it was on sale. So I was like, why would I not get the one with the babies?
Shut up.
There, now that now you have a squishmallow.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut your freaking mouth.
That's what,
Earlier, I was like, I don't have a squishmallow. And you're like, well, it sucks to be you.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I knew you were getting one.
Yay!
Here's mine.
I love it. Okay, so anyways.
It's so cute. I hope it expands more.
It will.
Look at the little baby.
It has to. I wonder if it. Does this stop?
What's in there? Can you put the little babies in there?
You put the babies in
Put the
there.
babies in its bottom.
Oh my god. Okay. People are probably like, are these people ever gonna start? So, anyways, hi. Welcome to another episode of Ask Tay Anything, where we talk about literally anything. You ask me things, or I just talk about things that I just can't get off my mind. And today looks a little different because I have a guest and my best friend, Hannah. And we just did a gift exchange. She got me these cute, which I have a blanket that matches this.
I know, I got that for you too.
I know.
And your little lamp. Your
Yes.
little light, and
Yes.
your little keychain.
So I have, a plethora of these.
And I get to be a shark later.
Yay!
It's gonna be great. When's Shark Week? Is it coming up?
That's what I was gonna say. You can wear it when you are on your period.
That's not what I meant. I meant actual Shark Week.
Wait, what is actually
I don't
Shark Week?
know.
I don't either.
I don't care that much.
So, okay. So should we get into it?
I think we should.
Okay. So let's see. So I have questions for you. Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Okay. Well, you shouldn't be because these questions are, I don't think they're hard. What is 75 times 75?
I don't know.
You should know that because you were homeschooled.
That's a lot. I know 12 times 12 is 144.
I'm just joking.
That's all I got.
Okay, let's start easy. Okay. Okay, let's talk about how we met, first of all. How do you remember us meeting?
So I was actually thinking about this, and I actually don't. I mean, I kind of remember.
I don't remember either, but
yeah.
I kind of remember.
So I know we both worked at the same place.
Yes.
And you worked on nights, and then you came to days.
Yes. Were you working?
So I had kind of met you on nights, but didn't really know you.
Right.
But then you came to days. Okay. And I was like, okay. But we weren't friends yet.
No.
You were on days for a while before we became friends.
I wasn't friends with anybody.
Fair. I wasn't really either. And then, well, you had a couple of other friends that...
Fair.
For one, and then they were bad. And then you had another one, and they were bad.
Yeah.
And
funny how I always end up with bad friends.
And then I don't remember becoming friends. I know we started to get closer just because we worked together.
Yeah.
So we saw each other all the time.
Right. So do you want to know what?
What?
I think it was when we started working in restorative together.
Really?
Because we got close. Because we started talking, and I called you out, and I was like, I know that.
It's also hard for me though because that time in my life, I blocked a lot of it out, so I don't remember a lot of it. Which is
so fair.
Right. And so I know we didn't really start getting close until after I moved out on my own.
Yeah.
And was going through all that.
That's true.
Because before that, I just was so shut down all the time.
Right.
That I didn't even know how to deal with life.
I definitely I don't want to say that I didn't like you when we first started working together, but I just was wary. Mm-hmm. Because also
I kept to myself.
Exactly.
I had no real outlet to get any of my emotions out. Mm-hmm. I wasn't safe at home. Right, I wasn't emotionally safe at home. Right. I hadn't started working out yet, so I didn't have that outlet. I didn't really have any close friends. My family didn't live around me. Mm-hmm. I just really didn't have anywhere to let out my frustration or my anger, and so I just pushed all of it down.
Right.
And then when it did come out, it usually came out in other forms. Yeah, maybe at people at work or just anything. I just didn't know what to do with all of what I had going on inside, but I didn't know how to have an outlet for it. And so I for sure definitely took it out on coworkers, or if something was just stressful at work, I would maybe snap, or I would just be a bitch.
And I think,
and I definitely thought you were a bitch at first too.
Everybody does,
right? And that's fine because sometimes you have to be a little bit
exactly.
Of a bitch.
But that's what I mean. I think that's in restorative. You actually really opened up about what was going on mm-hmm. at home and behind closed doors, and I think that's when you had either just left or were getting ready to leave.
Yeah, I think subconsciously I knew for probably because I left at the beginning of March, mm-hmm. and I had taken myself on a week vacation with just myself by myself in March. And I think that's kind of when I really had some clarity on I needed to do something different.
So let's talk about what we're talking about because nobody has any idea.
That's a good idea.
So Hannah was married, and it was not a very good relationship. Obviously, she's no longer in that relationship. But when she was going through this time, that's when we started connecting and mm-hmm. talking. So
I would say it was probably sometime around that time when I took myself on a vacation and realized that I didn't miss home.
Yeah.
At all. In fact, I almost didn't even want to go back.
Right.
So that's kind of when the seed kind of started planting, and then that was in the middle of when I had started working out and kind of doing things for myself instead of only
dropped weight. I did. That,
which was definitely my program and my coach, but it's also a a little bit of stress.
Well, and yes, and I don't mean it in a healthy way. No,
yeah. I definitely did it right. I was eating, I wasn't not eating,
and you look great now. But from going from married to divorce, mm-hmm. Post divorce, after you started working on yourself, girl, glow up.
I tell people this still to this day. They're like, how did you lose? Because I lost like 60, 70 pounds in like 6 months,
I
7 months.
know.
And I tell people now, I'm like, it was because that was the only part of my life that I could control, that I could do for myself.
Do you think maybe in hindsight, now looking back, that maybe you had like a little bit of an eating disorder?
No, I wouldn't say so. I don't think so. I think I just didn't, because I had been exercising before I started working with a coach. I just didn't have any direction for it. It was just kind of aimlessly like I was going to workout classes.
You're like, what do I do?
I was just going to the gym and like just kind of sweating pretty much.
Right.
Because I didn't know what to do. And then I was diagnosed with PCOS, which stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome, if you're not familiar. And it basically affects all of your hormones in your body. It can be insulin resistance, it can be all sorts of things. And so I knew a girl that was a personal trainer, and she had worked with somebody else with PCOS, and she had gotten to the point where she'd gotten pregnant, which at the time was something I was hoping for.
Yes.
And so I had reached out to her and just paid for a 12-week package. And that's how that started.
I remember you doing that. And then I think after like the 6-week mark, I was like, dang girl.
Yeah.
And then after the program was over, I was like, holy shit, Hannah. Yeah. Like, you look phenomenal.
I would say that I did not have an eating disorder, but I do think that when I was at my like absolute skinniest, I definitely had to try and I still struggle with this a little bit, reorient like my mindset. Like food is not the enemy. You eat food to fuel your body. And if you're trying to build muscle and work out, you need to fuel that.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's easy to just be like, oh, well, if I eat less today, I can drop a pound or two and then I'll feel better later. But realistically, that's just water weight, or maybe you ate something really salty and it had a lot of sodium, so you gained a couple pounds, but not really. It's just like
you
it'll
should
go
become
away.
A trainer.
So, well, I don't know if I know that much, but
you do. You know a lot.
But yeah, so that's when we started to open up. That's when we started talking more at work, I think.
Yeah.
And we started getting a little bit closer. We didn't hang out outside of work though until I think it was your engagement party. I think that was the first time we hung out.
I think so.
Which would have been, it was in August.
Wait, are you sure?
Year. I think so.
Because I swear I met your ex, not your ex-husband, but your other ex, before my engagement party. Or is that the first time I met him?
I think that was the first time, because we'd only been dating for like a month.
Well, but that's all we need to talk about him.
We don't need to mention him.
Okay, so what was your first impression of me? And you be bluntly honest.
So I don't necessarily have like this moment happened and I like know specifically. I just remember you were like very opinionated.
Yeah.
As you should be.
Always have been.
Maybe a little loud, which is fine because I am too. And like maybe a bitch, but like
in the best way.
Sometimes, like I said, sometimes you have to be. Sometimes you have to be to stand up for yourself, because people will walk all over you.
And yeah, they did, and they still do. And
it's a
bitch. And here we are.
Here we are. But really, I don't have like we met and this is my first impression moment. I do remember though one thing when you started working on days. I was like taking out my trash or something, and you were down the hall, and because everyone calls me by my last name at that job, and you were like Bender, and I was like Black, and I remember one of the other girls that didn't like know us
looked
was
and
like what, and I was like, that's her last name.
Oh my gosh! And we started that thing, and then we started flipping each other off, and that was like our hey,
I love language.
Yes. Oh my.
Like, how you doing?
I must say, I loved going to work and seeing that you were there. Like, I loved working with you. I'm really happy that we did start working together, because I don't think how would we have ever became friends?
I don't know.
We wouldn't have been.
Yeah, probably not.
I never would have met you.
Right.
I wouldn't have even known you existed.
Different lives, different circles.
Sad. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So my first impression of you was probably, I don't know how I feel about this one.
It's weird.
I was like, well, either I'm just a bitch and she's intimidated by me, or she's the amount of bitch I am, and we're going to get along. Turns out we're the same amount of bitch and we're best friends. So, and when we figured that out, everything was fine. So,
yeah.
That sounds terrible. And Mary, we're not actually that big of bitches. It's fine. Your daughter is great. I'm also great. So we love you.
Shout out, Mama.
Shout out, Mama Mary. Okay, so let's go back and forth. Okay. Let's get into something actually real. Have you ever had a friendship that completely changed how you see people?
Ooh. That's tough. Because I've had work friends.
Yeah.
Which I definitely categorize just as work friends. Like I don't really see them outside of work. But I don't know. That's a tough one.
Your birthday party really threw me for a loop.
That's fair. Yeah.
Just to throw that out there.
Yeah. I tried to have like an actual party when I turned 30. And the weather was really cold and it wasn't good. And basically everyone bailed except for Taylor and Danny.
I really think that solidified our friendship.
Yeah.
I think if I didn't go, I don't think we would be as close as we are.
Yeah, because that really
I knew
showed
how important that was to you.
I had all of my genuine friends aside from you were people who didn't live in town, and so they really couldn't make it because the weather was bad. But all the people that lived in town and could have come because it was a small town were all from work and they all bailed.
Yep.
And even the person that was supposed to like buy a cake didn't buy a cake. Didn't tell me until the day of.
Yeah, made me.
Was supposed to bring all the games and canceled like an hour and a half before they were supposed to be there. Yep. So that was pretty upsetting.
To me too, because what do you mean?
Right. Like that clearly you don't volunteer to do things and then
that part
follow through.
Exactly.
So that definitely showed me that you were like actually willing to like show up and be
like
there.
A real friend.
Right.
Yeah.
So that definitely showed me like my work friends are just work friends. They're not really friends.
And I think that's something everybody should take away from that. Like your friends at work are not your friends. Like we are friends because of work, but we still have our friendship outside of work. But your work friends are going to be the first ones to throw you under the bus.
Yeah.
100%.
Which is okay to have friends at work, but it's also okay for those friends to just be friends at work.
At work, right.
I don't think people understand that. They think if you're friends at work, you have to
hang out
buddy, and it's like, well, no, I have my own things that I want to do.
Exactly.
And most of them don't
like
include
we get along at work, great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I can have a favorite coworker that I don't want to see outside of work.
That part. I've had a couple of those. Okay, let's see. So we already talked about like what happened, and when did you realize it wasn't what you thought? We already talked about that. Okay, so going back to that, was there like any telltale signs? Like, did you expect this person not to show up to your birthday? Like, did you have a feeling at all that they weren't going to show up?
No, I really didn't. It really was a blind side because it was somebody that I thought was an actual genuine friend because we had hung out several times at her house, watched movies.
Right.
But she really hadn't been to my place much, maybe once.
Yeah.
And
then she just
when I had first said that I was going to try and have a party, I mean, she jumped right in. She's like, oh, I can get like an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen or something.
Right.
And like, I have these fun card games that I can bring. Like, I didn't ask. I didn't go to her and say, hey, I'm going to have a party. Can you please do these things for me? Like, I didn't do that.
Right.
I was like, oh, that sounds great. Like, that would be really helpful. Thank you so much. And then to get that text like an hour and a half before, it was just
like shattering.
I almost just went in the other room and just bawled and was like,
I would have like hello.
Just cancel it. Who cares? But
yeah. Do you think people can be fake without even realizing they're fake?
Absolutely.
Okay. Go more into depth.
I think so. I think that sometimes I'm sure there's times I've been fake without doing it on purpose.
Same.
I think it's very easy to just go into protective mode.
Like chameleon mode.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, maybe somebody does something or says something that triggers something from you when you were a kid or just a previous anything. And I think it's easy to just kind of put the walls up and just hide.
Yeah. 100%.
And then you're being fake. And I also think that you can be fake intentionally and it's not necessarily bad.
True.
I think sometimes it is to protect yourself, and it's not bad.
Fake it till you make it is a real thing. I will live by that.
I mean, I'm not going to be 100% myself at work.
Right.
Those people don't need to know everything about me.
Exactly. I 100% agree. I'm not.
And
gonna...
sorry.
No, you're okay.
Off, but I can not like somebody, but I still have to work with them.
Right. So you're going to be respectful.
I'm going to be a little bit fake, but I have to make it through the day, and I'm not going to just, be rude for no reason.
Yeah.
But I think you can be genuine friends with someone and still be fake sometimes.
Yeah.
I think that it's really hard to 100% be yourself, open up, because you're always afraid of getting hurt.
Do you think it's almost human nature?
Yeah. I think it's
100%.
I think it's just a self-preservation thing.
It's like a coping mechanism.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
I agree with you 100%. Okay, this might be a hard one.
Okay.
Do you think people can be jealous of their friends and still act like they love them?
Yeah, I think so. I think that you can be jealous of somebody for something that they have.
Is that jealousy or envy?
I guess I would need a definition of both.
Right.
I mean, you could be. I've been the single friend.
Have you ever been jealous of me?
Have I been jealous of you? Ooh.
There's been times I've been jealous of you.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I'm definitely jealous because you can look like this, and I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do makeup.
I look like
shit. No. You always,
yeah, but you are beautiful and naturally pretty, and you don't need all of this.
Well, you don't need it either.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
We're not going to argue about it.
Okay, fine. But I would say so. I think that there's been times when you're very confident and very in charge, and I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah, fair.
Then I'm just I'm gonna go hide over there.
See, and that's something that I envy and I'm jealous about you, because sometimes you know when to walk away, and I don't. And I am I will have the last word because I'm right, and
I always want to have the last word, but I've been working on trying to realize when it's not helpful.
See, I need to work on that.
Trying really hard.
But also, you are good at that, though.
Thank
you.
You
say you're working on it, but I've seen that trait in you so many times. Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to let go because it's not worth it.
I've also seen you come out of your shell a lot, though, and I'm so proud of you.
I've been trying.
I know.
In a lot of ways to break being a people pleaser.
Yeah.
And trying to do what I need to do for me, even if it's not what somebody else thinks I should do.
Which is amazing.
It's really hard.
I love that.
Yeah, I definitely think you can be jealous of somebody and still genuinely love them and be friends with them.
100%.
You can still be jealous or envious of something in their life.
Yeah.
I don't think that's unreasonable. I think that's
normal. I'm kind of jealous of your apartment.
Thank you. It's adorable.
To be completely honest, I'm jealous of this couch. Let's be real. Okay, so let's see. Let's talk about something I think people don't understand enough about. Two people can go through the same situation and experience it completely different. Okay. So have you ever had a moment where someone remembered something totally different than you did?
Yeah. So
Yes.
So we're gonna get into it.
Yes.
We're gonna get into it a little bit here. We have talked about this at length.
I'm gonna put this down.
So we're not doing this for the first time.
Right.
But you got married in October.
Yes.
And it was fabulous. Wonderful, beautiful,
yes.
Gorgeous, so much fun.
Yes.
And it was in Colorado. So it was a little bit of a destination, which was great and fun. And because of previous circumstances, you had asked me to kind of be your go-to kind of maid of honor, kind of just help out, which I was totally down for. And because it was a destination wedding, it was obviously stressful. It's hard to plan things when you're not there. It's hard to think of all the things you're going to possibly need when you're 14 hours away from home.
Right.
And I kind of remember trying to get kind of a lay of the land, maybe a couple weeks before. And I know there were a lot of things that were still kind of up in the air and you just really weren't sure about. And I just didn't quite know if I should step back and let you have your space. I didn't know if I should try and take over. I didn't want to take over and then do it wrong and have that be bad.
Yeah.
So I kind of just didn't really know what to do. I thought, well, maybe we'll just wait till we get there. We'll go by the seat of our pants since you kind of have to do that anyway for weddings.
Right.
So I just really wasn't quite sure what you were going to need from me. And I hadn't really been in that position for someone else. So I really wasn't very prepared myself. And so I remember getting there and just kind of feeling a little bit lost. Like, I want to help, but I don't know what you need. And then I kind of would try to ask what you needed, but you didn't even know what you needed,
right.
which I didn't know.
Right.
And so you kind of were like, it's fine. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want to like push
right.
and then have you freak out because I'm pushing too much, but I also don't know what you need because I can't read your mind. So I kind of just tried to like hang out, have a good time, vibe with people, whatever. Well, then fast forward to a couple weeks later, after your honeymoon or something, it was just kind of awkward. Like, I didn't really know what to do because I knew that something was wrong. I knew that hadn't gone well, even though I had a good time and I thought you had a good time.
Right.
But I think you did.
Yeah, no.
Ultimately, you had a good time.
Absolutely.
And you got married, so what's wrong with that?
Yes, no.
But I kind of had to push a little bit and be like, hey, like, something's not right. Like, I don't feel good about us right now.
Right.
Because there's like a weird dark cloud hanging, and I could tell that. I feel like I could kind of tell that you felt it, but you were trying to avoid it. You were trying to just push through.
Right.
And I couldn't. I needed to talk about it.
And I wanted to talk about it too. I just didn't know how.
Yeah. So then your side.
So my side. Okay. So my expectation. Okay. So how I remember it is, yes, everything was so like crazy. And I was like, you were basically the only one besides another girl who came for me also, that was there specifically for me. And every time I needed you, I just didn't know where you were. And when I went to go look for you, you were in the other room with other people. And I'm just like, I shouldn't even have to ask. I'm like, I shouldn't have to ask you to be with me. I wanted you up my ass. I needed you up my ass. But I also should have taken the authority to say, Hannah, I need you here for me. But also, I didn't know how to go about that without coming across as a raging bridezilla and upsetting you. So I think when it came down to it, like when we went to go get flowers with my dad and you didn't come with me, that really hurt my feelings. And like when I had to take my dress off and I was by myself and I'm like, well, you were supposed to be there,
right?
And I'm like, that really, really hurt. So I just feel like I missed out on those opportunities that I really won't ever get back. And it really hurts my feelings. Not anymore. Because obviously we come over it. But like in that moment, I was really hurt. And I was like, well, who are you here for? Are you here for me? Or are you here as a guest with the person who's here for Danny? That, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if I saw it that way and you see it that way, do you think that we're lying when it comes?
I think we're both absolutely right and wrong.
Right.
I think that each of our experiences and the way we perceived it are absolutely what we went through. I don't think that either one of us had wrong expectations. I think we just didn't find a way to communicate those expectations 100%. To each other beforehand. Yes. Because, I mean, you could ask 10 women, what do you need at your wedding? And it's going to be different every time.
Every time.
So if you saying you needed me, what does that mean?
Right.
I don't know.
Exactly.
And you couldn't tell me, and I didn't know how to ask. So then we just ended up,
which is fair.
Like for you taking your dress off, like I was trying to like kind of like scope out like my binoculars, like when is she going? But I also didn't want to be like right next to you, like, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because I felt like that would be annoying. But then I don't know. And then I missed it, and then I felt like shit. And then so it just didn't work out in that way. But yeah, I think it's just really important that especially for big things like a wedding, that as hard as it is and as much as it sucks to be like, this is what I exactly and specifically need from you. And then if that person can't do that, then they are allowed to say they can't do that.
Right.
Or don't want to do that. That's okay.
And it's not, I hope, that you didn't want to do that.
No, I wanted to be there for you.
Right.
I just didn't know how. What exactly you needed. And I didn't know how to insert myself into that.
Right.
Without just being like, awkward, being like a potato. Like,
so going, okay, like if we could go back in time, what is one thing that you would change?
I think I would be a little pushier on what do you need and just kind of trying to be near you.
Yeah.
It's just very hard for me to do that.
I know.
Because after somebody tells me no or I don't know a couple of times, I'm just like, all right, well, I don't want to be in your face. I don't want to feel like I'm being actively rejected while I'm next to you.
Right.
So I kind of just like shut down and like stay away and like trying to find people that I know I can like.
And I wish I would have pulled you aside and was like, this is what I need from you right now.
Yeah. And if you had, I mean, unless it was like, go get the moon, I would have done anything that you had asked.
You wouldn't do that for me. I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, anything that you would have asked, if I could do it, I would have done it.
Did you think it was going to be a break in our friendship?
I wasn't sure.
I wasn't either. I was scared. I really thought it was maybe. That's why I didn't want to reach out, because I was scared that I was going to ruin it.
I was too, and I would have understood if it had been enough for you to want to distance yourself from me, but I didn't want it to be ugly and blow up.
Right.
I wouldn't, because I mean, we knew at some point we were going to see each other in our friend circle.
Right, exactly.
And all of that. So I didn't want it to be, I was willing to do damage control to make it so that we could be in the same room together, but not be as close. Had reconciled myself to the fact that might happen.
Right.
But I didn't want that to happen. I didn't want
me either.
Your wedding to be the end of our friendship. That would have been so sad.
I am so happy that I, as a person, have grown, because honestly, 5 years ago, I probably would have been like, fuck you.
Yeah, and you would have just left, and then you would have.
I would have been like, you can probably leave. Yeah. Honestly. Yeah. Like, to be completely honest. And I'm glad that we can look back today and be like, well, I wish we would have done this, but we didn't. But we still had a good time. Yeah. I still got married.
Yeah, you still got married.
You still were there.
I had a great time. And everybody had a great time.
We reconciled.
Yeah.
And we moved on and we grew from it. And I think that's what's important in friendships and strong bonds, that you can do that.
It's the same as a romantic relationship.
Exactly.
If you don't have communication, if you can't communicate, it's not going to work.
At all.
It will not work.
No.
It might work for a while.
And imagine if we never would have talked about it, how awkward it would be.
Yeah, because I would always be thinking about it.
Same.
You wouldn't be here.
No. I would not.
You would not be here.
No, not even.
It would just be awkward.
Yeah.
The next time we had to see each other in a group, it would be awkward. Just be like, I'd be over there and you'd be over there, and we'd be like, literally. And it would not be fine.
So, okay. I love that. And I love you.
So for anybody in the future, I love you too, who's getting married and has a maid of honor, tell them what you need.
Yes.
And let them tell you what they can do. And it'll be okay.
It will be. It will be.
Communicate. Say all the things.
Yes.
Overshare if you have to.
Exactly. And ask a million questions.
And then also be okay if they can't do that or don't want to do
100%.
that.
If they need their space, let them.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I don't know what this means. I wrote this. Oh, right here. Okay. Have you ever felt misunderstood by people close to you?
I think if you say no, then I don't know what you're doing right.
Yeah.
I mean, all the time. Not all the time. I guess that's a little much. But I think it's very easy to be misunderstood. I mean, communicating is so hard. It's very easy to say one wrong word and then you sound different.
Or the tone, and you're just like,
there's plenty of times
I didn't mean it to sound like that.
Right. And there's plenty of times that I don't even know how to say what I'm thinking or feeling or what I need. And it comes out weird.
You have it in your head.
Yeah.
Like you're saying it in your head, but to get it out of your mouth, I am so I thought I was the only one.
No, I think everybody does that.
I'm like, I know what I want to say. I know. I can't articulate it.
Right. And if it's somebody that I really truly care about, like my mom or you or a partner or something, I usually will preface by saying, this is probably going to sound bad, but let me talk it out.
Yeah.
Because I'll get there if I can talk about it out loud.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's very easy to be misunderstood. Maybe you say a sarcastic comment and they take it seriously.
Right. Or and you didn't mean that.
Right. Or you say something accidentally that hits a nerve that you didn't realize was going to be sensitive for them.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're looking for advice and you come out really harsh accidentally because you're just trying to help.
And you don't, right. Yeah.
Because you care about them and you're like, no, but then it's like, wait, that's not what I meant. Like,
But sometimes people need that.
Sometimes
people need to be like, listen.
And if they really truly care about you and you're close, they can be like, hey, wait, what did you mean?
Right.
Did you really mean that? What did you mean by that?
Right.
Or, anything like that.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's...
I feel like I just burped and they probably heard that. Sorry, guys. I was drinking carbonated water.
Topo Chico. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Non-spon.
But, yo, Scooters, hit me up.
Can you imagine?
Girl, I would die. Okay. Do you think people actually listen to understand, or do you think people listen to respond?
I think most people probably listen to respond because that's what we typically do. So most people just do.
Yeah.
I think you can train yourself to listen, but it's hard.
Yes.
Because it's very easy if someone's talking for me to be like, oh, I have a story that relates to that. Let me just share that.
The bean soup theory.
And then I think, oh, I'm just being relatable. And then they might think, oh, she's just trying to one-up me or something. It's like, no, I'm just trying to show you that I can understand what you're saying.
I'm so happy you said that because so that's called the bean soup theory.
I've never heard of this.
Okay, so let's say
are you adding ingredients to your soup?
No.
Oh, okay.
So let's just use my wedding as an example. Okay. Let's say I tripped at my wedding or something, and you go, oh my God, well, there was one time I tripped at my graduation and blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, you are trying to be relatable, right?
Looks like I'm trying to undermine you, though.
Right, and it's like, what makes you think that you should put yourself in that situation? What made you think that had anything to do with you?
How do you think it was going to be helpful?
But I am like, I want to be relatable. I am not trying to be like, well, I did this, I did that.
Right.
So that's crazy because, yeah, I do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be like, hey, I understand where you're coming from, and 100%. This is why. It's like saying yes, and here's my example.
Yeah. No, literally.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I hate when people think, well, why would you?
Right. And there are times for those stories, but there's also times when you just need to listen.
Yes.
For sure.
100.
Sometimes it's not helpful.
Like read the room.
Sometimes you could even be like, hey, you're coming to me and you're maybe looking for advice, or you just need to vent. Like, hey, do you need advice?
Or do you need me to listen?
Or do you need to just listen?
I like to ask that.
Sometimes
like,
you can ask that. Yeah, I think that's really important to ask, especially of like your partner or something.
Yeah.
Like,
do you need me to listen, or do you need me to give you advice?
Right. Do you need a vent? Do you need a shoulder to cry on? Do you need, let's go beat somebody up?
Literally.
Like, what level do you need?
Not really. There are rage rooms, which we should
need to go to one.
I
would love to go to a rage room. Yeah, I think that's definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
I think most people's automatic, though, is to listen to respond.
Yeah.
For sure.
I agree. What is something you went through that people would never believe?
Ooh. I don't know if I would say nobody would believe it, but even just talking about my childhood, like, people are like, what?
I agree.
Especially
because when you told me your childhood, I was like, no way.
Right.
Yeah.
And then if if I were to tell somebody that like knew my dad and liked him because they only saw him in his social aspect, they probably wouldn't believe me.
Yeah.
Because people didn't believe a lot of things about him, or still wouldn't believe.
That's very fair.
But yeah, I think there's absolutely.
I love that answer.
Thank you.
That's a really good answer, actually.
Yeah, I think it's very easy to not, because people are two-faced. People can be a different person in public than they are behind closed doors, and most people won't believe it.
Yeah.
Unless they experience it.
Damn. That's crazy.
Wrap a little bow. Wrap this bow on that.
Literally.
Tie it up.
Put it in a bow. Send it. What is something you're still healing from? I can't still I can't talk. What is something you're still healing from?
Ooh. Well, I will always be a recovering people pleaser. It's very hard to break that. It's very hard to move away from that. I think that I have come leaps and bounds from a few years ago.
Yeah.
But I think it will always be a work in progress.
Yeah.
I don't think you could ever truly break that. What else am I still healing from? I think just trust in relationships is hard.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I still, to this day, even from everything, will go in being like, they're a good person. I'm going to trust them.
And then boom.
Right.
Yeah. And
it's
then
very hard. And of course, the
show
closer
their
the
true
person
colors.
is, the harder it is
The
if it gets broken. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I would definitely say trust, or just even, I mean, I really struggle. Like if somebody tells me that they're going to do something on a certain day or at a certain time,
I am the same way.
and they just don't do it.
Yeah.
I really, really struggle with broken promises. And it could be something silly. It could be, I don't know. It could be
like you asking me to go check your mail at your old house.
Yeah, will you go check my mail? And you're like, yes, I promise I will check it today. And then you don't do it.
Right.
And then the next week I'm like, hey, can you go check it? And you're like, I promise I'll do it today.
Yep.
And then you don't do it again. And I'll be like, well, she's obviously not going to do it.
Exactly.
And then I spiral and I'm like, well, she doesn't care. Like, obviously I'm not high enough priority.
Right.
Like, do I even matter?
Yeah.
Like, it can it's a rabbit hole for sure.
Literally, I am the same way. I'm like, well, is she mad at me?
Like, right. Yeah. Like, why aren't you just checking my mail? It's
right.
Mail.
Like, what did I
do? Right.
Do you think healing changes your relationships?
I think it depends on the situation. I think if the thing that you're healing from has to do with that person, it's absolutely going to change your relationship, because that person may not be ready to reconcile or may not be ready to admit that that's why you need to heal.
True.
If it's somebody completely outside of the situation, like a new person, like I'm healing from something 15 years ago and you don't know what it is or whatever, then it may not necessarily affect your relationship. I think it just depends.
The circumstances.
It also depends on how much are you changing from that healing.
Right.
Is it a little thing? Is it a big thing? You know, if it's something that's like fundamental to your personality, it could very well change a relationship that you met when you were a different person.
Right.
You're not that same person anymore.
Like going to church and then not going to church, or somebody who has never gone to church just suddenly starts going to church, and people are like,
yeah,
you know,
they're like, well, now you can't party on Saturday night, so we're not friends anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Like if your relationship is based on one specific thing like that, then yeah, it's absolutely going to change. Or vice versa. You go to church and then you stop, and then the only foundation you had with that person was that you went to church together.
Right.
Well, now you have nothing to talk about and you don't see each other.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I'm glad we have a lot of more things in common.
Yeah.
A lot
of more things.
Whatever.
Were you homeschooled or was I?
Well, I did go to public school.
Oh, well, there you
go. What is a hard truth about friendships that people don't want to admit?
Every friendship looks different. There's no cookie cutter. It's different for you.
Yeah.
And your relationship with other people, your friendship with somebody else is going to be different than your friendship with me.
Yes.
It's very fluid.
Are you one of those people who get jealous about other friends?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like step friends?
I think I would only be jealous of, like, say you had another friend you were really close with. I think I would only be jealous if you like pulled away from me because you were spending so much time with them.
That makes sense.
Because of course you should have other friends.
Absolutely.
Every friend is going to give you something different, and you're going to give them something different.
But I'm also not going to be like, sorry, I can't come to your birthday because
Right. Yeah, exactly. Or if like we had made plans and you were like, actually, this person really needs me and it wasn't an emergency, I'd be like, oh, right, well, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Like, if it is an emergency, fine. But
I must say, sometimes I do get a little jelly. I'd be like, that should be me.
Sure. I think everybody would feel that. Yeah, absolutely.
It's FOMO. 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. Have you ever outgrown someone and felt guilty about it?
Ooh. I don't think so. Because I mean, I still have friends. So I don't have a lot of friends, obviously, because who needs a lot of friends?
Right.
That's overrated. But
no, literally.
I would say out of the friends that I currently have and would consider not work friends or anything like that, like actual friends, there's you. And then pretty much the rest of them are from when I was like 10.
Okay.
So those friendships are obviously look different.
Yeah.
Because we've known each other for 20 plus years.
Right.
And we don't see each other very often. But we also have that strong foundation of being 10 together.
Do you know so the movie Bridesmaids?
I haven't seen it.
Okay, never mind.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, we'll have to watch it this
Oh, we should watch it later.
We'll watch it later.
Okay, great.
And then
is it Rebel Wilson in that?
Yes.
Love.
So now I can't even reference it, but yeah, whatever. They know.
What was the question again?
Have you ever outgrown?
Outgrown it and felt.
Yeah.
Okay. I think there were times when I felt like maybe I had outgrown my childhood friends, but then we came back together and it was fine.
Yeah.
It was really just in my head.
Yeah.
Like I went away to college and a lot of them didn't. And so that kind of was different because I was away for a couple of years and then I came back and I was like, oh, is it going to be weird? But then every time we get back together, we're right back.
I love that.
It's great.
Can we go get coffee after this?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I have ADD. It's fine. Do you think people stay in friendships too long out of comfort?
Absolutely.
100%. I agree.
Definitely. Absolutely. I would say that if these friendships from when I was a kid were not still good, I would be staying for comfort for sure.
Yeah.
I would feel guilty. They'd be like, we want to hang out. And I'd be like, I guess. But I genuinely enjoy hanging out with them still.
Yeah.
And spending time. And it's always a good time. We always laugh like stupid idiots.
It's like nothing ever.
About something we did when we were 14.
Right. Aww.
And it's great. But yeah, I think absolutely if it felt forced on either side, it would be awkward.
Yeah.
It would just be weird.
Okay, so I feel like we could actually sit here forever and talk about this. I feel like we've had a really good conversation. Mm-hmm. Don't roll your eyes.
I didn't.
She's like, probably.
Gross. Get me out of here.
She's like, I don't even want you in my house right now.
Are you going home yet or what?
The only reason I came here.
You're all the way here just for this.
She's like, now get out.
Get the heck out of here.
Okay, fine. Okay, so but I think the biggest takeaway from all of this is that two people can experience the same thing differently and both feel real. Like it's gonna.
There's always at least two sides to every story. Sometimes three.
Sometimes exactly. What do they
Sometimes
say?
Four.
There's their side, and the truth.
Sure.
Or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not good with whatever they're called, idioms. I was public homeschooled.
Oh my God.
Okay.
No, but yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well, I love that you did this with me. And thank you so much for being here and letting me use your couch.
My cute little couch.
And
a little plant.
Did you have fun?
I had so much fun.
You want to do this again with me sometime?
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll think about it.
Fine.
We got to keep them on the edge of their seeds.
We do.
Who knows when I'll be back?
Yeah. Who knows when I'll be back?
I'm gonna kill you.
Did you hear that? Proof.
It's just, I think you just perceived it wrong.
Did I?
Yeah, I think so.
Does that mean you're lying?
We don't know.
Maybe. So anyways.
TBD.
TBD. If this hits you or you felt like this, you're not alone. If you have got something on your mind, ask me or, just come and hang out with me for a few minutes or a few hours and listen to me ramble. So, subscribe, like, follow me on Insta, and come back next week.
Bye.
Bye.